Where do you think he goes? Where do you think he goes? If Lamar had to go somewhere, where do you think he's going?
There's only one option, and that's the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, right. You're on that.
That's crazy, dog. Yo, no, bro.
Welcome back to the Blame the Real podcast. If you don't know, then get to know. Enjoy the show with your host, Andy,
Kobe,
Jeffrey. And we got a special guest today. His name is Melvin. He joins us via phone because he lives too far away to come visit us here. How you doing, Melvin?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to doing the show with you guys. I don't know what we're talking about today, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll get it along the way. We wasted like 2 hours setting up because, you know, we're unprofessional here. But we're still trying to figure it out. But we're going to get it. And yeah, how you been, Melvin? How you been? How's life treating you?
Pretty good. You know, it's a different pace of life than where you guys live. So I've been having fun. Football season's over, so Sundays kind of suck. So we kind of wanted to do something today, just to fill my Sundays up.
I feel you. Now that you brought it up, a month later, the Baltimore Ravens did not make it to the Super Bowl, did not win the Super Bowl, got eliminated by the Buffalo Bills. Are you still upset about that?
You never stop being upset about it. You know, the biggest issue with the Ravens as a team is that they are always a Super Bowl contender caliber team. We just have a couple of things that we need to kind of tighten up, and I think that we have a chance of making it. Probably have one of the best quarterbacks of all time on a roster who just happens to have issues in the playoffs. But I think we have a Peyton Manning where eventually he'll tighten up and we'll get one.
I think you're right. What do you think the Ravens could have done to beat the Bills or have gone further than what they did?
And I know Jeffrey, being an Eagles fan, knows this, but running the ball is pretty good, especially when, like, I think you got to run the ball when the weather is not good. I mean, like, trust me, bro, like Lamar is a good passer. Like Lamar is a great passer, but I think when the weather is as bad as it is, you know, you saw how that game was, you know, there was the field was slippery, you know, ball slippery. First half, they were able to stop Derrick Henry. The second half, they didn't have an answer, but we stopped running the ball.
Right.
Like, I think that when the Ravens are a running the ball team, Lamar might be one of the best passers in the league right now, but I don't think that showing that should overtake the identity of the team, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
don't you think that Lamar, being as quick as he is, also serves as a running back to the team, as an extra runner?
I don't think he's a running back, man. Like, I'm a firm believer that the dude's like probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like, if not the best active quarterback. He's not going to be the best of all time. We'll see how it ends, but I think he is one of the best active quarterbacks, if not the best. I think his ability to extend the play is the best out of anybody, you know, and the fact that he's accurate just makes that even better. I think that you got to look at Lamar like, how do I say this? So, like, he's like a multi-threat athlete, you know. If bro can't beat you with his arm, he'll beat you with his legs.
Yeah.
I think that when you bring it down to that, bro has the ability to win a Super Bowl, but football is a team sport,
right?
You know. So when things start going wrong, you know, you could be playing out of your mind because, like, sure, he threw the pick, right? You guys remember that? You saw he threw the pick. He had the fumble. The second half, bro played almost a perfect game, right? He had a drive that brought us down, you know, to be able to do a 2-point conversion. That's where I kind of have to, like, bring up coaching, all right? Why would we go for the 2-point conversion before the half that made it so that we had to get a 2-point conversion in the second half to tie the game? I don't know, man. Like,
confidence. I think the Ravens were confident that they could get the 2-point conversion and I guess they just went for it and they gambled and it didn't go their way.
We lost 2 times. We run the same play every single time. We run like that like option read to the right, and it never works. It hasn't worked since 2018. You know, we've been doing that play since 2018. It never works. Yeah. And like Andrews has dropped it 3 different times. It's like, this is the issue that I have with people who go, oh, we got to get rid of Andrews. Andrews is probably one of the best tight ends in the league currently, right? The only reason that I think that we should ever move from him is cap space, but outside of that, bro, is like a super good. And like you said, we had the confidence that we can do it, but at the end of the day, we have Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Why are we not just smashing Derrick Henry into the one? Like, we have to go 2 yards. Derrick Henry can go 2 yards.
It's like that one Seattle Superbowl, man. It's like that one Seattle. I mean, you have Marshawn Lynch sitting in the back, and instead you give it to Russell Wilson to throw a pick right towards the end.
The 1 yard line.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think. Being confident and all shouldn't come into play when the stakes are this high. Because I mean,
yeah,
the stakes are high as it is, and this deep in the stage, you can't afford any mistakes. Football is really one of those sports that is unforgivable for stuff like that. Because it could have been, the game, they brought it back, they came back, but that 2-point conversion, they failed that, and instead of going to an OT, they lose by 2 points. I think it's definitely safer in the first 2 quarters. Play it safe, man. Take the field goal, take that extra, be confident in that extra point, than taking a chance and having to go for that 2-point conversion. I think that's just right. I see it. Cause I mean, yeah, you got Derrick Henry just sitting back there, but like, that's not a guarantee. You've ran the same play every time. So, it's not always going to be pitch perfect for you. So I don't know. I just think you go for that extra point. You be safe. That stage in the game, playoffs. You got every point counts in the playoffs, man. Every point, for sure, absolutely.
No, 100%, man. And like, can we? Since we said extra point, can we talk about Baltimore's issue at the moment with Justin Tucker?
It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. And that's coming from us because, man, our kicker, man, Jake Elliott, man, he was in the Super Bowl. I think he got 100% conversion rate.
He was on point.
Throughout the actual regular season, I think he was like 0-3 for the 50. He was like 0-3 for the 50s. And then, he came into the Super Bowl one. He played it right. But, kicker, man, people shit on kickers. They're like, oh my God, the kickers pay for nothing. They are actually like super valuable when you need them to be.
See, that's not the issue that I was talking about. Sure, bro missed a couple field goals. Have you guys not heard about the controversy?
No, I haven't heard.
I don't think so.
Oh, dude. So, like, in the state of Maryland, right?
Yeah.
He apparently has harassed like 15 different massage therapists.
What the hell?
What?
Yeah, like he's literally Deshaun, bro. He's Deshaun 2.0.
What the heck?
What in the
No,
world?
I did not hear about that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I didn't know that.
I did see someone get arrested a few days ago. It might be.
It was Xavier Worthy.
Yeah. I think that's what I saw earlier this week. That someone got arrested. What did he do?
I don't know what Worthy did, but it's the Chiefs like curse, bro. Like half of their like team gets arrested on the offseason, bro.
Man, dude, I saw it on Facebook. I don't know. I was on Marketplace, and right before you open up Facebook, and the first thing was like it was a meme. Is it's football season about to get started again when Kansas City's Chiefs all their players are getting arrested, and it was like a lineup of all of the guys who had gotten arrested already. That is ridiculous, bro. That is insane.
No, bro. I mean, it's been a wild few days, bro. Like half of the Chiefs are getting arrested, bro. Like some of our players are getting what's it called? Put in the hot seat for harassment. Like, bro, free agency's been crazy. Like fucking DK Metcalf is going to the Steelers. Like what?
That's crazy. That's good, man. I don't know, man. The Steelers.
It's not good for us because we got to see him 2 times every year.
That's true. Hey, he's a demon though. He athleticism for DK Metcalf, man. That's
crazy.
He's insane. He's definitely insane. force to be reckoned with for sure, man. For sure.
Y'all see Myles Garrett got an extension for the Browns.
Well, it was like 30 million, right?
I think it's 40 million a year.
Terrible. Speaking of the free agency, though, who do you think Baltimore needs in order to, or do you think they're good right now? They keep the players they have. They do the same thing this year. They just I don't know, play better. They make better, smarter decisions. Because I think the Ravens had the right tools to win the Super Bowl this year. They had everybody in good form, and honestly,
and then we choked.
And y'all choked in the playoffs. And that leads me to a question: do you think Lamar Jackson is just going to be one of those quarterbacks, one of those all-time quarterbacks that just can't make it out the playoffs?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Like, I think that the Ravens team is too talented, and like Lamar himself is too talented to ever get like stuck in that position. It pains me to say this, right? But if it's not with the Ravens, it's going to be with a different team.
It's fair enough.
Like,
fair enough.
Lamar is. If you put Lamar with the Eagles roster, he wins that Super Bowl too. Mm-hmm. You know, it all comes down to performance. You know, I think that our team needs a couple of things to be 100%. I think the team that we had when we lost to KC in the AFC title game was probably the best team we ever had. But you know, KC.
Yeah.
So I think that we need an edge rusher. Like we need somebody. Like we need like a Myles Garrett, like freaking TJ Watt. You know, what's his face from Vegas? Like we need like a real star rusher, right? Because this is the biggest issue that we've seen from Baltimore, right? We are number 5 in sacks, right?
Yep.
But I can't remember the metric off the top of my head, but we're really low when it comes to actual pressures. Like when we get to the quarterback, we get to the quarterback. Cool. But it takes us too long to get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And this year we had an issue at safety, you know, like our safety and like outside of Roquan, you know, like our middle linebackers were also kind of like meh. So like
slow and not aggressive.
We had it. I think it's just so Roquan plays zone really well because he's like a run stopper. You know, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's not like one of those like he's not one of those pick heavy like middle linebackers where he'll sit and read and try to pick off the ball. He wants to get a hit in, you know, he wants to be able to read where the ball's going and then hit the person who gets the ball, right?
Yep.
And then we had Trenton Simpson, who's on his second year. He's really young and he doesn't know how to play that style either. So that's where we had a lot of like we got cooked over the middle constantly this year. And then we had again Brandon Stevens and we had Eddie Jackson like in our safety spots,
yep,
and our corner spots. We got constantly cooked. So I don't know if you guys kept up with it, but towards the end of the year, like we got so much better. We became actually, I think metric wise, we were like the number 1 defense at the end of the year because of adjustments. You know, we got, I can't remember his name on safety. And then we moved Kyle up to strong safety instead of putting him on the slot. And then we put Marlowe on like slot. It was a lot of different moving parts, but I think offense is really where we need to put our focus. Defense is where we need to put our focus. With that, I think we win a Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. How do you see the Ravens performing next year?
I think it's going to be a solid year. I don't think they're going to have a bad year. So look at this. Look at it this way, right? The Ravens were supposed to have a rebuild year this year because we lost our DC. We lost like 7 defenders. We lost Geno Stone. We lost Patrick Queen. We lost Clowney. We lost I can't remember.
Was it the year you were playing just second strings and third strings?
No. Like last year. So the year before is when we went to the NFC title game where we lost to KC. That was like a really strong team. And then we ended up having to move most of our defenders off because we couldn't pay them because they all want money because they're on like the best defense, you know? So like you have Patrick Queen, Geno Stone, you know, Clowney going back to Carolina. So this year was supposed to be a rebuild year, and we still did pretty good as doing a rebuild, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all definitely did. Y'all did better than I thought y'all were gonna do. Me personally, because I mean, I'm not gonna shit on Baltimore, but you know, I thought they were still, you know, strongly in need of a I don't want to say a rebuild, more like a how do I put this? Just to sync up together. You know what I mean? Like they're just coming back from losing people, and you know, you can't just fill a gap and expect the team to play harmoniously. You know, it doesn't go like that. You know, and they were for sure solid. I think, you know, I definitely was very impressed by their performance, because I mean they were solid considering the amount of stuff they went through.
I mean, we had a fresh like defensive coordinator. That exactly. Right there puts us into like a really bad position. Like Zach Orr, our defensive coordinator, was the linebacker coach last year. You know, he wasn't prepared to become the next guy. But you know, that shows, because I mean, week 1 we played the Chiefs. That was a good game, right? Like we didn't lose terribly, right? We lost by a toe.
Yep.
Week 2, we lost to the Raiders. I was actually at that game. That was painful, man. Like,
oh my goodness.
Yeah,
you brought that bad luck charm to them.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I went to 4 games last year, and we lost 2 of them. We won 2 of them. I went to Cleveland because it was supposed to be a blowout, right? So I literally, me and my friend Eric got in our car at 5 a.m. and drove to Cleveland. The night before, we were like playing poker, and we said, okay, well, let's go down to Cleveland. It's like a 6-hour car ride. It's cool. Let's do it, right? So we buy tickets. He goes home, comes back at 4 a.m. We get there. We drive the 6 hours just to watch the Ravens lose to the fucking 3-11 or whatever the fuck their score was at the time.
Goodness. Oh, dude, Browns, I don't think I would ever showed up to another game after that. I think that right there would have just killed me, bro. I swear that would absolutely killed me.
We said we're never going to go like drive that far for a game. We continue to go to games after that, because we ended up like going to. So I went to the Raiders game, and I went to both Brown games, and I also was at the Bills game. That Bills game was amazing. That's the one where Derrick Henry got the 97-yard run.
Yeah,
right.
Bro, that was fun. That was a good ass game.
Tickets still. What are tickets looking like now? Because I haven't seen too many ticket ranges. For,
like I saw for like a Ravens game, a home game. I saw nosebleeds, depending on who they were going against. Like let's say a top team in Baltimore, it was probably like, well, it was like 100 and something, right? Like 100 and something.
Right. So it's tough, right? Because like if you, for example, like the Steelers games, right? The Steelers games are going to be like 200 for nosebleeds.
Yeah.
For other teams, it really depends. Like the Eagles game was also like 200. Like it's because the Eagles teams like travel super deep, so like they just came down. Like so, I couldn't go to that game. Commanders too, because it's the Commanders fans are like 45 minutes away, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like for a regular game, like for the Bills, right? I paid like 160.
Dang.
And that was like pretty, like I was on like the concourse, so I was like on the lower level. So it wasn't bad at all.
That's pretty good.
I thought you were gonna say for nosebleeds. I was about to say, oh damn, that's pretty expensive.
No.
But one day you'll get the prices up like the Panthers. $10 per ticket.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I want to drive down to you guys one day and like go to a Panthers game, because I was looking at it, and apparently to get like a suite ticket, yeah, man. Yeah, it's like 160.
Yes. Oh my! What the fuck? I was actually this year, last year I was going to buy a suite, because like he said, they were like $150 for a suite, bro. For a suite, which for a top team, a suite, you're never gonna.
Right.
Hell no.
I was about to say. I mean, Charlotte has a beautiful stadium. The stadium is a really nice stadium. So having a suite,
Bank of America Stadium is kind of cheeks, to be fair with you, bro.
I think the stadium, like obviously not the seatings and stuff, but the actual stadium is nice. I like the stadium. I think it's a pretty decent stadium.
I thought it was all right. My friend
Jacob, though, I think it was 2 years ago. I think I was still working at Haggerty's. I think it was around that time. But anyway, he had told me he had bought tickets to a Panthers game because they were super cheap, and he said it was the only one he had ever been to, and it was the one game that they had won that season, bro. It was the one game that they won that he had bought the ticket to, and he said he was so hyped, bro. He said he was so hyped because he said the other games he had been to other games before, but the tickets were a little higher and they had lost. They just got dogged on. And then the one fucking game that he chooses to go to, just they win. And I think the stadium exploded that day, man.
That's crazy. No, bro.
Speaking of winning, though, I know I don't want to let Jeffrey talk about this because Jeffrey could talk about this the whole podcast and he's going to talk about it for the next 10 years. But the Eagles absolutely shut down the Chiefs at the Super Bowl this year. And I know that was a month ago, but I just wanted to get your opinions, Melvin, on how the Chiefs performed there. And do you think the Pat Mahomes hype is finally coming down a little bit?
See, so I heard you guys talking about this the other day. Like I watched the last episode. You guys talked about this, and you guys said that Patrick Mahomes is out of the GOAT debate. I completely agree. Bro is not even on the same level as Brady, bro. Like, I think that Pat Mahomes is a good quarterback. 100%. Bro is a good quarterback, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't take that away from him.
I think he gets bailed out a lot, by a good ass fucking defense. Because the Chiefs defense was good most of the year,
Yep.
The referee shit, sure, there's a lot of questionable calls, but you gotta know, Steve Spagnuolo's defense or whatever. I think it's Steve Spagnuolo. His defense is goated. Bro is a genius, right? Yeah. The way that he disguises coverages and shit. I think that if Mahomes was on the Bears, bro would be absolutely clapped, bro.
So you think it shows? Here?
And it shows, yeah, because you see how when he gets pressured, bro just fucking cracks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
he does. And in my opinion, like Melvin said, if you put Pat Mahomes in a different team, he's not doing the same thing. I think the team helps him. I don't think he pulls off the Tom Brady first year with the Buccaneers wins the Super Bowl type style. Tom Brady is just he's just a different Brady. He's just the man pulls numbers, and I don't care how many people bring up the Deflategate, and I don't care about that bullshit. He would have won the Super Bowl anyways. He would have made the same pass, and he got suspended half the season, I think. And did they still win the Super Bowl that year?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say yes.
I don't remember what year it was. I don't know what year. I can't remember what year it was.
Suspension. I vaguely remember.
He got suspended half the season, and he came back to start and still won the Super Bowl. So I mean, what other quarterback is going to do that? No other quarterback is going to do that. And I mean, Tom Brady is just a genius with the ball. He knows what to do with it. He's not the fastest player out there, but he uses everything that he's good at to the limit, to the very best that he's good at. And I mean, I just don't think there's any debate. You can talk about Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers, he's not as good as he used to be. He was good for 2 years, in my opinion. He just throws the ball too far, and that's about it. You talk about Aaron Rodgers, and all that comes to my mind is a Hail Mary. He just throws the ball and hopes for someone to catch it. In my opinion.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers has completely destroyed his legacy by playing for the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
Why did he do that?
Man, I remember that too, because that was the same season, because I was working at Haggerty's at the time, right? I think he played 1 or 2 games. I don't even know if he played fully. He got injured.
The first season, he got injured on the second snap.
Yeah. He just injured himself, and the only thing, the most Aaron had for a highlight reel was when he was putting out the cigarette on his players, and they were just sitting. He was doing a dap up with one of his teammates, and they just put the put the cigarette out.
Yep.
And that was it. That was all he did all season. That was what everybody was talking about, was just that one celebration, because he couldn't play. He couldn't play. And you can't play. You can't play.
Yeah, I completely agree. Aaron Rodgers should have never left.
He should have retired, I think.
He should have retired in Green Bay. I think he had a good career. He shouldn't have kept playing.
He should have done what Drew Brees did, man. He just should have just called it quits at that point, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like Drew Brees, he understood it. He was like, you know what? This is my last run. We don't get it. I'm done with it. I'm not tainting myself. Because he goes down. Drew Brees. I like Drew Brees. You know, he's one of my favorite quarterbacks, you know. He knows when to call the quits. He knew his time was up. He knew he wasn't on Tom Brady, you know, despite Tom Brady being so old. But he knew he wasn't competing anymore. He knew his team it wasn't, you know, the Saints, they weren't terrible, but, you know, they also weren't a Super Bowl contender.
Contender.
I can speak right there. Contending team. So he knew, you know, he was like, all right, man, let me just go down, take what I've done, call it quits. Aaron Rodgers I think he got a little too.
He thought he was Tom Brady for a minute.
He got a little too much. I think he got big-headed just a little bit too much because, you know, his time at Green Bay, and then, I mean, he pretty much didn't do anything at the Jets. I don't think there's a memorable moment at the Jets besides him getting injured.
There is a very memorable moment for that. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the play where, like, he takes the snap, he draws the drop back, he laterals to, like, Devontae then laterals back, and then he like passes it to Devontae, and then he gets blown up.
Yeah, I think definitely he's taken. I mean, he was good, you know, in his younger days. He was good, you know. Everybody talked about him, you know, but I think he was definitely, you know, he was good, just not in a GOAT debate way. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't put him in that. Now that you bring Pat Mahomes back in, I got a question for you, Melvin. All right, and then, matter of fact, this goes to either one of y'all, whoever wants to answer. Do you think Lamar Jackson has gotten overshined by Patrick Mahomes? Do you think he doesn't get enough credit because of what Patrick Mahomes did? And has done. So do you like? Because I remember they used to go head to head when they first started off. Everybody was talking about who's better, Lamar or Patrick Mahomes, and then, you know, Patrick Mahomes blows it out of proportion, getting Super Bowl wins and leaving Lamar Jackson behind. Do you think he got outshined here, or do you think it was just a team thing?
I just think the media helped Patrick Mahomes more. The media helped Patrick Mahomes feel like a superstar. They were hyping up the 3P that he's won the Super Bowl 3 times.
I mean, to be fair, he won. So rightfully so, he got that media. You know, he got the publicity for that. And, you know, Lamar Jackson, he lost.
Yeah.
He did lose. So, you know, obviously there's going to be this shining star debate to, you know, a diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
I'm a firm believer that Lamar still gets too much crap for like how good he is. Like, everybody always says, "Oh, he hasn't won a Super Bowl. He hasn't won a Super Bowl. He hasn't won a Super Bowl." Like, he still has time to win a Super Bowl. Like, bro is what, like 28? He still has plenty of time to win a Super Bowl.
He's young.
Bro is good. Again, like I'm gonna throw this out there. I think he is the best active quarterback. He has just so much like
potential.
He is so dynamic, and like, bro, the fact that Josh Allen won MVP shows that shit's a farce. Because like, and we can have this debate in just a second, but like, sure, if you go off of stats, like whatever, right? Like last year he didn't have very good stats and he still won MVP, but last year bro was still like being super dynamic, being super helpful to his team. He's a playmaker, you know, and that's what MVP is. But you know, like they're also saying, oh, it's not best quarterback, that's what All Pro is. Like, you know, okay, so we admitted that he's the best quarterback, but he's not the MVP.
Yep.
I think that he gets a little bit of too much crap for like the Mahomes stuff. Like, how many in the last 5 years? In the last 5 years, 2 quarterbacks have been able to beat Mahomes in the playoffs: Burrow and Hurts. You know, like that shows like it's. I think that Lamar, it will eventually get there. You know, I think that the media still ostracizes him too much because of like the way that they look at him. It's the same thing with Hurts, and I know that like what's it called, Jeffrey? You probably experienced this too as an Eagles fan. Like they don't give Hurts credit for being a good quarterback. You know,
Yeah.
when like realistically, bro is a good quarterback. Like he won a Super Bowl. He's a solid quarterback. Bro has the ability to make plays.
Show off.
Is he in like? Yeah, I think he's in like the top 5 active quarterbacks right now.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the league. You know.
Yeah.
But yes, like to say it, yes, I think that he gets too much crap for the Mahomes stuff when he shouldn't. Honestly, like I think once he beats him, my firm belief is that like once he actually beats Mahomes, he wins a Super Bowl. People are still not gonna let him like have it. They're still gonna move the goalpost. Because originally
Mahomes
it was
has 3. Stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Mahomes has 3. Like Hurts has 1. Like where's everybody else? Like But like my thing is, right, every time that they move the goalpost, bro always gets there. So he's going to get there. Like, look at it this way. When he first started, they said he runs too much, right? He stopped, he's slowed down. Now he hits the pocket more. Oh, he's not accurate. He had the best passer rating in the league last year, Oh, he can't beat you with his arm. Bro had 44,000 passing yards and like 41 TDs, only 4 interceptions. And you looked at the interceptions too, bro. Like half of them weren't even him. It was like those interceptions where like the receiver fumbles a little bit, and somebody else grabs the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the only real like interception he had was hilariously in the playoffs. But yeah, no, I think Lamar's going to get there. I'm a firm believer. I think, as a Baltimore fan, I think we're going to get there. But who's also going to get there? Fucking JD5, bro. Like Jaden Daniels, Commanders.
Yep.
He's going to.
Commanders.
Yeah.
Commanders.
Bro, that team is going to be solid as hell next year, dude.
Let's hope. We'll see. Definitely. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited.
It's going to be a good season next year.
We got some matchups I'm looking forward to. Obviously, always playing the Cowboys as an Eagles fan is always fun, man. It's always fun playing up against the Cowboys, man, because them guys love to bet money.
Yep.
They love to bet money. So as long as we play right, that's a good payday right there. Just got to bet a couple Cowboys fans, which is
that's crazy because you guys got to see the Commanders 2 times a year too, right? Because they're in your division.
Yeah,
so.
we see them. I think the first game that we played them, I guess last year. I keep saying this season, but you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Last year, the first game was close. Was a closer game. Because then the second time we blew them out. We blew them out. It wasn't. I remember being at work and all the guys that were at work telling me, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Washington versus the Eagles. Jeff, put 100 on it right now. Jeff, I got 50 here. Jeff." I said, "Guys,
should have bet.
I should have bet, but I didn't. I didn't bet because I thought it was gonna be a closer game than what it was." And then I showed up the next day with my Eagles jersey to work, man. And I was getting the dirt and everything. And, everybody was just like, James, he was one of the Fortness drivers. He was just looking at me with like this, I want to hit you so bad, man. I want to hit you so bad because, man, that right towards after playoffs, man. Well, like during playoffs, it was kind of just an easy route for the Eagles. Nobody really put anything up anymore. It was like they kind of just gave it to us. I mean, I don't know. Because watching the Super Bowl, I really don't know who more to blame in that game, the defense or the offense. Because neither one were really solid. Because the score, everybody, talks about the final score, what it really was. But what happened was they started putting in second string. They started taking knees, and then, just stopped caring right after like fourth quarter. Because, it's done. You're not making that comeback. It's done. It doesn't matter if you
listen. You know how much pain it is the fact that Kenny Pickett had Super Bowl playing time before Lamar, bro?
Oh my goodness.
It's like that was a pain as a Baltimore fan, bro.
Don't worry, Melvin. That's Baltimore funny. Will get there with unfortunately, I don't think they get there with Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson leaves Baltimore before anything of that.
Where do you think he goes? If Lamar had to go somewhere, where do you think he's going?
There's only one option, and that's the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, right. You're on acid.
That's crazy, dog. Bro. Bryce Young is gonna be a good quarterback, and you guys are just not giving him time.
bro. We're just
Like, bro, if you put Bryce Young on the Chiefs, bro wins the Super Bowl.
Man,
3P with Bryce Hall.
Yeah,
Bryce Hall, what the
we'll definitely
fuck?
see. We'll see. We'll definitely got a lot of talent, in the NFL for sure. So I'm definitely excited. I used to think I could be a quarterback at one point.
Oh my goodness! You
At
remember
one
that,
point,
Kobe?
Yeah.
Look, I tell you what. My accuracy was iffy, but boy, I could throw
Iffy.
that ball. I could throw that ball deep, man. But
If
them plays, bro.
deep to
Those
the
plays, bro.
deep to the out of bounds.
No, man. Look. There's different than playing on the field than playing in the patch outside, bro. That patch outside that we played out there, bro. That patch is like 7 feet
That should have
wide.
that should have helped you. That should have helped you. Well, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna move on from this. I just wanted to do one more thing before we move on from the football stuff. We're gonna definitely be following this year much closer than last year. Last year I didn't follow that close. I was just watching the big games, but this year I'm gonna be on it. But my last thing is, I just want the predictions from all of us. Who is gonna be at the Super Bowl next year? Not who wins. I just want the two teams who's gonna be at the Super Bowl next year. And I'll go first. The Chiefs are going back. Baltimore.
I don't think the Chiefs go back.
The Chiefs are going back.
I don't think they go back. I think after this, I think we'll see the fall. We'll see the falls of the.
I
the
wouldn't
falls
be
of the Chiefs. I
surprised.
think this is the fall of Rome right here. I think the Chiefs are gonna have a rough season. They might win a couple games or two, make it to the playoffs, but then that's it.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the
Eagles.
Eagles and Chiefs again next year.
As much as I would love to blow them out again, I'm not seeing that. I do see the Eagles though. I do see the Eagles. As the Eagles and who? Once again, I really
Bills.
couldn't tell you. Maybe because if they have a better run, if they don't have I don't know. Once again, I know Eagles are for sure going to be back in it. To definitely start a reign.
Here's mine, right? We're going to come back. We're going to recover from our mistakes. We're going to finally see what the actual play is, which is let Derrick Henry run for 200 yards. This is what we did to the Steelers. This is what we can do to win. People say they can stop the run. They can't stop the run, bro. They cannot stop the run. So we actually stay true to ourselves and we fucking run the ball. And then when they start stuffing the box, then we pass. Ravens are playing the Commanders next year. DMV, baby.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The Maryland and Baltimore mix at the Super Bowl. If
JD5, baby.
If the Commanders and the Ravens go to the Super Bowl, Melvin, we're going. All right. I don't care how much money we gotta take out. I don't care how many loans we gotta make. We're going. Kobe, what do you think? Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl next year?
First, I want to get out the way. Eagles aren't making it back to the Super Bowl. Eagles are always a one-season wonder. They get to the Super Bowl and they go from being the best team, one of the best teams, to being shit for years. And they're going to keep doing that. But what I think, I see the Commanders going to the Super Bowl. With Jaden Daniels, one of the best quarterbacks of last season, he was only a rookie. I see the Commanders going to the Super Bowl. I also see the Chiefs going back. The Chiefs are just one of those teams where they find their mistakes quick enough to make it back the next season.
Yeah.
So I see the Chiefs and the Commanders. That's what I see.
Well, those are the predictions, ladies and gentlemen, for the next year's Super Bowl. If the Browns make it to the Super Bowl, I get to kick you in the nuts. All right,
bro.
And speaking
hold on. If the Browns make it to the Super Bowl, I guarantee you, I will get that Super Bowl tattooed somewhere. That's how I'll say it right now. I probably will never get a tattoo. Just throwing that out there. But if the Browns somehow next season make it to the Super Bowl, I don't care if I get the helmet, the name, and the year that they're in the Super Bowl. Even if they lose
on your neck,
on my, I get this bitch on my forehead. That's how confident I am. That I swear to you, if they make it to the Super Bowl, I just might never show my face again.
We'll see. We'll see. And then speaking of kicking in the nuts, John Cena kicked Cody Rhodes in the nuts, and officially, after 25 years, has turned heel. How we feeling about that? Final, and then the next day on Monday Night Raw, CM Punk calls out everything that he was saying the whole time. Everybody knew John Cena was just selling the kids shit. He was just saying the hustle, loyalty, and respect shit. He was just putting up the face for the little kids. How we feeling?
I think we're not as heartbroken as R-Truth, man. I think R-Truth is definitely going through the emotions right now. You know, I seen his live the other day on TikTok. He was going through it, bro. He was going through it. And then, you know, he had posted, "Please say they so, John," which had me dying, bro. But no, it was a shocker for sure. I think, you know, everybody who believed in John Cena's hustle, loyalty, and respect is just we're about to have we're gonna have a Philadelphia incident, like just all around the world. The world is just gonna, even though it's a good thing, like they won the Super Bowl and they still rioted. Now they have a real reason to riot. So Philly's gonna go up in flames again because John Cena went heel. You know, we're just gonna have all that stuff again because the world is upside down, man. John Cena's evil. The Rock is evil. You know, The Rock, you know, him, he's everywhere. But John Cena being evil, that shook me, man. You know, something inside me moved, man. I didn't see that coming.
What about you, Kobe?
It's crazy. Nobody would have expected that. Like, after so many years of the same baby face, it's crazy. But there's one thing I want to get out the way. You talked about CM Punk on the mic. Who do y'all think is the best person on the mic throughout all the years of WWE?
That's a good question. But before we answer that question, Melvin, what did you think about the heel turn?
Bro, like I've been recently getting back into wrestling, right? So like I'll watch like the PLEs.
Yep.
So I was watching it. By the way, that Sami Zayn match, we got to talk about that. That was a good match, bro. Like the Kevin Owens match, that was a great match. They always have good matches though. So I was kind of just on my phone. And then, you know, I'm like, oh, why is Travis Scott there? Like, you know, like, who cares about Travis Scott?
Oh, yeah. I forget about that every time, bro.
Bro, my man smacked the hell out of Cody's face, too.
I think he broke his eardrum and gave him a black eye.
Yeah. That's awful. So I was on my phone just kind of like scrolling through. I might have been playing Pokemon on my phone or something. And then, like, I hear Cody saying the F word, you know what I'm saying?
Rock.
And I'm like, yo, that's kind of crazy. They just get away with this now? It's like TV 14, baby. But so when Rock did the thing, I was like, that's kind of strange. What is that? You know, like, so as somebody that's been wanting a Cena heel turn since I was like 15. I thought that I legitimately got on my feet and I was hyped. I was like, hell fucking yes, baby. Let's do it. I'm ready for it. I'm super happy for it. I think it's going to be badass. I think it's going to be fun. Like, I think if Cena would have turned heel back when like they were doing like Cena Rock 1, that would have been kind of cool too. But the fact that he's doing it as his last thing, I think it's going to be pretty badass. I hope that they don't bring back Thugonomics, though. I think that theme song is ass, and I think that they should give him a new theme.
I don't think they're going to bring back the Thugonomics shit because it's not going to work. It worked back when it did work. But I think John Cena is going to be more like a corporate fucking... He's going to be the Fast and Furious John Cena when he faced off Vin Diesel.
I think that, and speaking of Vin Diesel, I think that he shouldn't go bald. I think that he should shave the part of his head that has the bald spot and accentuate the bald spot so that people pay attention to it and then just see it and they go, okay, so that's John Cena right there.
Oh my God, bro. That bald spot is hilarious. Let's be real. That bald spot is so funny because his outfit, bro, is just... It's so goofy now. I remember he used to be so tough, and now you see his fit and his shoes, bro. You know, he's out there wilding, bro.
You can't see me, high socks.
You know, I think, and you know, it's funny that he brought the Thugonomics back. I was just now like on TikTok looking at scrolling through it, and you see the John Cena's. Everybody's talking about the heel turn, and all the music is Dr. Thugonomics. Now, would I want to see that come back? No. Do I like the theme song? Yes, I do like his theme song. But I don't think we're gonna see like a corporate John Cena, but I think we might see just a rampage John Cena. Like, you know, when John Cena just attacked all of Nexus, he's just gonna. I feel like he's definitely just gonna be like on that type of timing.
Yeah,
like King Von timing. Just no matter who it is, bro. No matter who it is, he's catching hands, bro.
I thought it was so cool that I was so happy that they didn't just do the low blow and get out the ring and pose. I thought it was so cool that he did the low blow. He put the watch on his wrist. He started beating the absolute shit out of Cody Rhodes. I don't even want to talk about Travis Scott right now.
I thought that was so funny though. Like, you know, the Godzilla 3 faces. I know everybody's talking about. It's like the two serious ones, and then the goofy in the middle.
That one was Travis Scott.
He's got the right.
But I thought it was so cool that they made him beat the absolute crap out of Cody Rhodes, made him bleed. The Rock, you know, did the classic whip him with the weight belt, which is for some reason I just find it so weird that he just likes whipping him with the damn belt, and then just writes down Mama Rhodes, or I think he had his dad's birthday, Cody Rhodes' dad's birthday on the belt. I don't know. And then he did the classic wipe the blood, wipe it on the belt. I thought it was so cool. I thought they executed it pretty good. And yeah, like Melvin said, I think it's going to be so cool. It's just going to be so cool watching John Cena as a bad guy.
We'd never have this if WWE never went to Netflix. I'm throwing that down right now. This would have never happened if WWE never went to Netflix. John Cena on regular TV, he would have stayed a babyface. And instead of kicking Cody Rhodes right there, he would have AA'd Rock. That's what would happen if they were still on TV.
If it wasn't on Netflix and Vince McMahon was still in charge of the WWE, we'd be getting Stardust versus John Cena versus fucking the Black Adam at WrestleMania as
Black Adam is crazy
as the opening match.
Yeah, that thing. Matter of fact, have y'all seen The Rock? The one where they talk about The Rock's younger. The Rock was young.
Yeah. I know.
Have you seen that?
Young Rock, bro.
What is it? What is it called?
Young Rock.
It's Young Rock.
Oh, Young Rock. I didn't know that's what it was called. I knew it was about Young Rock, but can we? I hate Triple H, the way who plays Triple H in that. I don't know why that just brought me back of Young Rock, but God, man, I've been popping up. I hate the guy. I hate the guy that plays him. But Vince McMahon too. They make him so unlikable in Young Rock. I hate him.
Unlikable already. What are you talking about?
Bro? His
he
walk.
poops on women. What do you mean? What's likable about him, bro?
Bro, his walk is iconic, bro. You got no chance, bro.
He's an iconic character. I'm not disagreeing with that. He's just not likable. No, I've never met anybody goes, I love Vince McMahon, man. I just love him, especially women. I know they definitely don't like him.
Trish Stratus definitely hates him.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Trish Stratus. Poor Trish Stratus.
God, man, that is. I think WWE has definitely been way better than what. Like I'd watch it now. Like I'd watch it now compared to as like a year. No, not a year and a half ago. No, probably about then. I wouldn't have watched it when like Cody Rhodes came back. I wasn't too interested. I think Stardust was better.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my gosh. That's quite a statement, bro.
Stardust and Goldust.
I'm starting to notice a pattern. You're saying Vince McMahon is likable. You like Stardust. I don't know.
Just hot take. No.
I'm pretty sure you used to like the Vince McMahon booking, bro.
The what?
The Vince McMahon booking.
No. He had terrible matches, man. I'll tell you that. Oh, speaking of that. Like the random facts you get on like TikTok when they're like slideshows and they're random facts. I ran across a WWE one. And there was some really, I don't know how many of them were true, but one of them was that Jack Swagger had more 5-star matches than Kurt Angle. Can we get a fact check on that, bro? Because Jack Swagger with more 5-star matches than Kurt Angle was crazy.
That's not real, bro.
Bro, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Because, man,
oh my goodness,
Jack Swagger was horrible, man. He wasn't a bad wrestler, but God, I just don't think any promo with Jack Swagger.
Do you mean AEW superstar Jake Hager?
Jake Hager.
No, I mean Jack Swagger, the guy whose finisher was a little just twisted your ankle.
Yeah, no, bro. He was in AEW for like 6 months, and then he used his real name.
Yeah, but what did he? I don't even remember.
I didn't even know he was in AEW.
Funny story, right? So this is the cool thing about having me on the show. I'm everywhere, right?
That's true, yeah.
I was at the first. I don't fucking remember the TV show, the AEW TV show. What is it called? Is it Dynamite?
Collision and Dynamite.
No. Dynamite. The Wednesday night one.
Oh yeah, it's Dynamite.
I think it's Dynamite. So I was at the first Dynamite,
Right.
and like the big hype moment was at the end of the show. Jack Swagger jumped a barricade and started beating up somebody, and like the announcers were like, Jake Hager. And I'm like, who cares?
That's so funny. Oh man, AEW. Okay, so I know MJF is AEW, right? So right, Melvin. So me and a couple of my friends, we went to GalaxyCon about, I think it was last year or 2 years ago now. But we had gone to the GalaxyCon, and they had the wrestlers. They had Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. Yeah. You had Dolph Ziggler, aka his actual name, Nick Nemeth. That's what he goes by now, because that's what you should be calling him, Nick Nemeth. That's who he is. Anyway, so before we got into the line to meet Nick Nemeth, right? MJF had a booth, and at the time we didn't know who MJF was. Like, we just thought. I thought he was like a Miz wannabe, because he had his suit on and he had the scarf. And I was just like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? It's just, and no, bro, when I tell you, there was like one guy in his line, one guy meeting him, and there's like these little like tapes to telling you where you can step and where you can't step. And I guess we were looking at his pictures because I wanted to see who he was and like who he wrestled. And since I didn't know AEW, I don't know AEW. I just know John Moxley. That's it. So I looked over and I'm like, I don't know who this guy. And we stepped over. Me and Eric stepped over just a little to see it. And like, he was in character, and he just goes, get back in line. Something like wait in line, jackass, or something like that. It's just telling us like really rude to wait in line. There was nobody in line, and Eric goes, who the fuck are you? And the security steps in. The security steps in, is like, all right, you guys are going to be escorted if y'all can't chill out. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? And then he's still talking. MJF is still talking. And Eric's like, bro, nobody's in your fucking line. Go home. 10 minutes later, after we got done meeting Nick Nemeth, MJF was gone, bro. He was just gone. And then, later on, after, I think the day after we came back, I told Andy about MJF. And he was like, MJF? Yeah, that's what he's supposed to. He's supposed to be an asshole. We were like, we thought he was just an asshole, like, in general. So they had this fucking interaction with MJF without paying to meet him, bro. And I think that was the funniest thing ever, was the aftermath of like, wait, this guy's fucking hilarious, and we had the best opportunity to do something with him. And and we just like blew him off, because I had no idea who that he was, man.
You guys just didn't know. See, that's the thing, right? So like, I go to a lot of indie wrestling shows, and like, I have the opportunity to meet all these wrestlers. I just don't do it. Like, I
right. Why though? Why? I would love to get. I would love to get
James Ellsworth, bro. That's how I want to meet, bro. James Ellsworth.
Bro, so like, I talked to James Ellsworth one time, bro. Bro's a loser. Like. Like, to be fair with you, like, bro's kind of a nerd.
Is he still using the no chin music as his finisher?
No. So hilariously, so he's he's in a faction called Blackout, where it's just two black dudes and himself. And it's a very interesting thing going on. But yeah, like so he's actually one of the promoters for one of the local shows here in Maryland. But he also wrestles at the bigger one, like Maryland Championship Wrestling. So I've seen him at both, and it's bro's hilarious though. Like, he's kind of a nerd, but yeah, he's really funny. I actually, so to get into one of the shows, I had to send money to his Cash App, so I have his Cash App.
That's fucking.
So that was funny.
Ellsworth's Cash App.
Yeah, I have James Ellsworth as Cash App, and then it was that show that I got to see Matt Riddle, like where everybody was making fun of Matt Riddle for. Yeah, making fun of Matt Riddle for wrestling at that show with like 10 people at it. There was like 70 people.
Right. Does he still wrestle without shoes?
Yeah.
God, man. That's the whole reason I didn't like him. Like, when he was wrestling with Randy Orton, like when they were Arcade Bro, I could not stand that, just because I'd go out there and be like, okay, they're doing their thing. And I look down and he's not wearing shoes. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
It's because of the MMA thing,
he's
bro.
An MMA fighter.
Once again, I didn't know who the hell he was. When I came back, when I started watching WWE at the time, it was with Arcade Bro. I was like, bro, what the fuck? What is Randy Orton doing with this dumbass, bro? With this surfer guy, bro?
He couldn't stop smoking weed, though.
He had these terrible shorts. He had those really tight shorts, no shoes, and he gets a wrestle besides Randy Orton. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? So like at the last so not at the last indie show, but because the last indie show I saw Tommy Dreamer, but like at the indie show before then, I got to kind of walk around because like they had like a little like intermission where we could go get food or whatever. So like all the wrestlers are kind of just hanging out in a room, bro. And I came to the realization that all these fucking wrestlers are fucking small, bro. Tiny, dude. Like Matt Riddle. Like I'm taller than Matt Riddle, bro.
What?
That's crazy. What the
I
fuck?
thought he was like 6'3".
Yeah, I thought he was tall.
No, I mean he's tall, but I think they make they always accentuate the height.
Yeah.
Like I'm way bigger than him.
I want to see you compared to Omos. That'd be so fucking cool. That man's
Probably
like
the same height.
7'2".
I want to see.
Nah, bro, we're probably the same height. Watch.
Melvin in comparison to the Great Khali. By the way, have you seen him on TikTok?
He's been trying to chop off trees with his hands and stuff.
Yeah, and then now he's like,
that's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
I saw him pick like I don't know what he was doing, but they were using shovels and like these small bowls to pick up rocks, bro. It was the Great Khali, and everybody was like, "Great Khali has to go back to work because he blew all his money in WWE." His WWE. So he had to go back to work, and he's in his red pants and his boots, and he just doesn't have a shirt, and he's over here with the smallest shovel and bowl ever, with a group of men just picking up rocks, bro. And there's just crazy. That shit sent me, bro. Watching the Great Khali, that fucking sent me, bro.
Bro, it's just the country of India, bro. Like I'm telling you, like that's just some funny shit. Like I don't know if you guys have ever like ran across like Indian TikTok or like Indian Instagram, bro. There's like some funny shit on there.
Bro, the fucking the Bollywood movies, bro, they're so crazy.
Oh, bro,
the editing on them are so crazy too.
No, hey, look, their editing goes crazy because I know you've seen the ones where they're like, "My lifestyle, my attitude,"
dude, my lifestyle, my ability, my life.
And then next thing you know, you're getting fucking a helicopter that turns into fucking this guy just jumps at you. And he's fucking taking his shirt off, and he's got lasers coming out of his eye. He's Super Saiyan, and he's got this terrible background music. Oh my god, though, it fucking sends me every time.
Listen, though, that's how I feel every day, though. Like that's how I'm trying to be.
Yeah, man, that's how I'm trying to be too.
Right.
But to circle back around to Kobe's question, I thought he had a good question. I want to ask this to everybody: who has the best mic skills in all of professional wrestling? AEW, WWE, TNA, Japan Pro Wrestling. Well, I'll exclude Japan Pro Wrestling because they can just wrestle.
Fair enough.
But yeah, in my opinion, I'll say it's not even close. I just gotta say John Cena. John Cena is a
basic answer.
What are you talking about? That's the GOAT at the mic, bro. He cooks everyone. He cooks everyone on the mic. Melvin, don't even look at me like that because you know it's true. He cooks everybody. He steps in the ring where he cook AJ Styles. He cooks CM Punk. The Rock is just not good at promos. It's
crazy that he's a fucking movie star and he can't remember his lines, bro. He's got to write them down on his wrist.
But yeah, my answer is John Cena. What do y'all got?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
What the fuck?
No, realistically, who do I think? I don't know. I definitely like Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels in what's it called? When he was DX, he was just really funny on the mic. And I don't know if this question is like of all time, like a serious guy. My personal favorite, DX Shawn Michaels. I think him on the mic was fucking hilarious.
Fucking Shawn Michaels, man. What about you, Kobe?
There's a lot of good ones, but I think I would have to say CM Punk. CM Punk was one of the really good ones on the mic that I enjoyed watching. Like he would like get people to watch it with his promos and stuff. So I would have to say CM Punk.
That's a valid answer. What about you, Melvin?
Let me tell you something, brother.
No. We can't do this. We cannot do this.
Like, ooh, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Damn, Melvin's a
Melvin's
a damn dinosaur, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy,
bro. The Macho Man, Randy Savage,
what?
Baby. Like, he's like, I'm too sweet to be sour. Ooh, yeah.
Hold on, I want to change my answer. I want to change it to R-Truth, bro.
What?
I want to
Oh,
change
dude.
our truth, bro, because the way he
No, but if we, yeah, no, go ahead.
because the way he just can break everybody, like you don't see it coming. Like let's be real, iconic moments that he has when he declared himself for the Hell in the Cell that he was, or Elimination Chamber that he wasn't in. When Kane's like, "You're not even in the match," and then he apologizes. When he declared for the Royal Rumble and he called out Paul Heyman.
Oh yeah.
Like I mean, he's just so fucking. And let's not forget Lil Jimmy.
Little Jimmy.
The invisible Lil Jimmy, and when he knocks himself out against
The
Big
Big Show.
Show, I think he's really funny on the mic, and he obviously he never won any significant titles like the
What are you
WWE.
talking about? He has the most titles out of anybody in WWE history.
I'm talking about like the like a long championship reign. I think the longest reign he had was probably the 24/7 I-95 I-97 European Continental Champion, bro. That was the champion he had for the longest, in my opinion. But I think R-Truth on the mic is fucking hilarious.
Yes. What were you gonna say, Melvin?
I was gonna say Andrade is the real hero.
Andrade?
Okay.
What in the
Yeah,
world?
it's like, I was like, American. Fucking bro, bro refuses to learn English. It's like even Penta, bro. Penta tries, dude.
Oh, did you see the promo? Drew McIntyre was talking to I think he was talking to Damian Priest, or I don't know. But he goes, his last line before Andrade attacks him, Drew McIntyre's looking straight at, I think it was Damian Priest. He goes, "How did you even get over the border anyways?" Andrade just goes ham on him, bro. I was like, what the fuck, dude? That shit was wild, bro. Drew McIntyre, bro. Drew McIntyre is wild too, man. Him on the mic, he's definitely improved. He's one of my favorites too on the mic. I did want to go back around to a match that I wanted to talk about in the Elimination Chamber, and that's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, 5-star match. What a fucking match. Do y'all think that match should have been saved for WrestleMania? Or do you think because they were both Canadians, it was better for them to have that match at the Elimination Chamber?
Nah, bros. Like, listen, they have that match once every 3 years. Again, funny enough, right? Funny enough. All right, here's another thing, right? Because I'm everywhere, right? They had a match in 2017. I had here's some trivia. Battleground, WWE Battleground. I don't know if you guys remember that pay-per-view. It was like So they had a match at Battleground, and the stipulation was they could never have another match.
What? I don't remember that.
That was the stipulation.
I didn't remember that stipulation. I do remember.
Yeah,
I don't even remember Battlegrounds, bro.
What are you talking about? When John Cena defended the title, bro?
No, Cena wasn't at that one. No. So it was a different Battleground, but it was like it was that pay-per-view. They had it in DC one time.
Oh shoot!
Back in 2017, I think.
Jesus, and they still had.
I do know Sami Zayn and KO. They have had a lot because I remember like a lot of the matches. I remember by just Sami Zayn's hair. Like it's different every time. Like he had the long hair, short beard, and then you got long beard, long hair, short beard. And then Kevin Owens has stayed the same throughout the years. I think his colors change every once in a while. Like his shirt may change a color or like change what it says. I remember he used to be KO Owens KO.
Yeah.
And then he became Stunner Owens or something. But that's all I remember. I don't ever remember him having like a significant, match that I personally remember because
they always draw bangers though. I'll tell you what. I don't care if they have a stipulation saying that they're never gonna wrestle again. Every time they do come back and wrestle again, is always a fucking banger, dude. They can put good matches. They can fight forever, in my opinion. They can fight forever until they pass away and they're no longer with us. Well, yeah. To conclude the WWE section of this, I just wanted to get some WrestleMania predictions for this year. What do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to face? I think the match is already set up for WrestleMania. Most of them, at least. What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know, man. I don't know because I don't know. Once again, me personally, I just want to see The Rock and John Cena, bro. I just want to see The Rock and John Cena fight, bro. Their matches for me, man. They're iconic,
bro. The last time they had a match 10 years ago, they were both ass.
Bro, it doesn't matter, bro. It's just I'm ready to see Hobbs versus Vin Diesel versus
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. What's his name? What's his character? Dominic Toretto's brother, bro. because apparently John Cena and Vin Diesel are brothers in the Fast and Furious saga.
Oh yeah.
So I want to see Hobbs and
It's just crazy.
This isn't John Cena. This isn't John Cena versus The Rock anymore. This is Hobbs versus whatever John Cena's character is. I don't even remember that. I don't even remember his name, bro, in the Fast and Furious. But that's what I want to see. Or like maybe John Cena versus Punk, or John Cena versus Randy Orton.
Well, unfortunately, Jeffrey, that match is definitely not going to happen because he's going to be going against Cody Rhodes for the WWE Heavyweight Championship of the world, and he's going to lose at WrestleMania again because John Cena's good at losing. He's definitely not winning as a heel. He's gonna probably win the belt as his last match or something. I don't know. He's gonna vacate it because John Cena is that type of person to do that. What else? What other matches are there? I think there's gonna be a triple threat with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. CM Punk has this favor, by the way. He helped Roman Reigns in a match, and he told Paul Heyman that he's gonna be in a match as long as he's given a favor. But I just don't fucking know what that shit is. It does not making any sense. And I think it's gonna be like something he gets inserted into the WrestleMania match with John Cena and Cody Rhodes, and he wins somehow. I don't know.
He brings back the Shield. That's his favorite.
The Shield. What in the world? What about you, Kobe?
They already kind of did that though with the with like the last like the Cody story where they like had Seth dressed as like a Shield member.
Yeah, they did.
But here's my match that I want to see at WrestleMania. I want to see John Cena versus a Make-A-Wish kid. And have him pin a Make-A-Wish kid. And that would be like the ultimate heel move, bro. Just so like a little kid
just hits a random kid with the...
Put him in the STF.
Break a wish, baby.
Break a wish is crazy.
That's how John Cena ends his career.
What you got, Kobe?
I want to see Bianca Belair versus who's the woman?
Who's the woman?
Rhea Ripley just lost, right?
Yeah, she just lost
to
Io Sky.
Io Sky. I want to see that match. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky.
Well, that's happening, Kobe. That's exactly what's gonna happen at WrestleMania. It's definitely gonna be turned into a triple threat because that's how it works. John Cena, Rhea Ripley's gonna be like, damn, I want my match, I want my title. It's gonna turn into a triple threat. You know how it works. It's the same old for everything in the WWE.
No, you said it right the first time. John Cena. That's what John Cena's gonna come in. John Cena's gonna come into a triple threat against the girls. That's his heel turn. He's just gonna start fighting out. I'm telling you, he's gonna be on the King Von time. He's gonna just take every belt. And Cody's gonna come out as Stardust at WrestleMania.
What in the world is you with Stardust, bro?
He's gonna come out with Stardust.
What is it with you and Stardust, bro?
I think.
But yeah, my dream match at WrestleMania is Mia Melvin versus. Let's see, who do we want to fight? Pretty Deadly. That's the dream match right there. Mia Melvin versus Pretty Deadly at WrestleMania. Deadly. Oh yeah, you don't watch wrestling. You got to keep up with this shit, bro. You got to keep up with everything, bro. Pretty Deadly. They're the best tag team in the world right now. The tag team champions.
That still doesn't help me. That doesn't help me at all. You're not giving me. You're just saying, bro. You're just saying Pretty Deadly, just because you said who the champions were.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Pretty Deadly is?
No, I mean, I'm telling you, I barely watch the show. Like, I'll watch pay-per-view, or PLEs, excuse me.
Yeah, you better get it right. They're PLEs. We don't pay per view anymor. All right, but...
I mean, we technically do.
We technically pay for Peacock, though. Not for WWE.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. A lot cheaper than pay-per-views, bro.
Oh, my goodness. We never bought the pay-per-views. Never.
Me either.
I had to watch.
Could never convince my mom to do it, bro.
Me neither. I had to watch it on YouTube. I had to watch the highlights on YouTube literally like an hour after the pay-per-view.
There's that, man.
See, here's the thing that you young bucks will never get, right? So when I started watching wrestling, which was like 2004, 2005, like I had a library across the street from my house. I think you guys remember.
Yeah.
So I would go to the library because we didn't have internet at the time because it was 2005. So like, who the fuck had internet in 2005, right? So I would go over to the library and I would go on WWE.com and then I would look at the pictures because they wouldn't post highlights because they were still trying to do the rerun. So they were trying to have you buy the pay-per-view. So I would go on there and then I would just print out all the pictures and then I would take them home and be like, yeah. And then I would imagine in my head, what the match was like. I was like, whoa, that would have been that would have been a sick thing.
And then you watch the match, and it was better in his head. The match was just better in his head.
It was just better.
I'm telling you, bro. That's how I got my fantasy booker aspect of my life, bro. Because I saw the choreograph, like I saw it in my head, and I'm like, this is how that's supposed to be.
That's so fucking funny. All right, Melvin. We're gonna do one more thing before we cut off here. I wanted to play a game with y'all. It's a little game called Higher or Lower. We're gonna do a two-parter. It's gonna be one with WWE superstars from the game. We're gonna try to guess if their rating is higher or lower, and then we're gonna do a NFL one based on their salaries. So first, we're gonna do the WWE one. All right, who has a higher rating in the WWE game, Lita or the Boogeyman?
Is the Boogeyman even in it?
Yeah, he is.
I don't.
I would think Lita probably because she has that Legends thing.
Yeah. All right, Lita, and it is Lita. Congratulations, everybody! Y'all got it right. Y'all know. All right, what the hell? Is it Lita or is it Muhammad Ali?
What?
Yo, Muhammad Ali's in this game?
What the hell? I guess Muhammad Ali confirmed.
Who do y'all think?
Yeah, I would say Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Muhammad
Muhammad Ali.
Ali.
Well, y'all are correct. Y'all are correct. All right, is it Muhammad Ali or Jimmy Hart?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Is it Muhammad Ali? We'll see. Yeah, it's definitely Muhammad Ali. I don't think anybody's going to beat Muhammad Ali. All right, we're going to switch it up here. Who has a higher rating, Jimmy Hart or is it JD McDonough?
JD.
McDonough. I don't know.
Oh, no, it's definitely Jimmy Hart because they like doing that stuff with like people they don't like.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was in fact Jimmy Hart.
Not bad.
It was Jimmy Hart. We know our ratings, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now I want to play a higher or lower, another one with NFL salaries. Let's see if we can guess them.
All
right. Who has a higher salary? DeMonte KZ or Alan Lazard? I suck at pronouncing names, by the way. So if I don't pronounce some of these names right, my bad. They should have got something simpler.
We got.
I don't know that like the 53-man roster off the top of my head. You got to tell us which teams. Do you know which teams?
Pittsburgh Steelers, he's a free safety, DeMonte KZ. And for the New York Giants, he's a wide receiver, Alan Lazard.
Give me the receiver.
Oh yeah, bro, the free safety, bro.
The free safety?
That's crazy. I think the receiver. I think the receiver for the New York.
What about you, Kobe?
The free safety.
The free safety? All right, we're going to go with the free safety. Is Melvin and his salary is $3 million and the receivers is $10 million.
I'm telling you, it's a receiver.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's just because he was a receiver, man.
I just got a fucking ad. But well, we're not professionals at this podcast. We're still getting better. We're learning as we go. Melvin, thank you for joining us today on this podcast. It was cool having you. You were the first guest, so whenever you go famous, you can put that achievement up on the wall. You were the first guest of the Blatantly Real podcast. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining us. And you got anything to say?
No. I mean, thank you for having me. I mean, you know me. I'm always free if you ever want me to have be on the show again.
Yep.
On Sundays though, right? Only on Sundays.
It doesn't
matter.
Matter.
Only on Sundays usually.
Melvin's everywhere, anyways.
Yeah, he's all around the world.
He's doing everything.
Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we'll film the next Blatantly Real podcast in the Baltimore Ravens Stadium. We'll rent it out, right, Melvin?
Yeah, gotta get a suite for $15,000.
We'll just get to the Carolina Panthers one to rent it out.
Yeah, we'll definitely go to that one instead.
Yeah, that one's a little bit more doable.
That sounds better. That sounds better for sure.
You got something to say, Jeffrey, before we get off?
Nope. Just definitely go follow Melvin on YouTube, Fox and Socks for sure. Definitely gonna.
Don't use that channel anymore. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, but definitely whenever we do get it figured out, we're gonna leave that in the link below.
You got anything to say, Kobe, before we get off?
I don't know. I don't.
You don't?
No.
You're good?
I'm good.
You got it all in your heart? You don't have to say anything? You don't have to confess? You don't got to say anything you won't regret ever in life? You're good?
Nope.
No pressure? Good. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Blatantly Real podcast. As always, go like, comment, and if you're watching on Spotify, give it 5 stars because we're just trying to grow. We're a fucking indie channel, trying to make it out of the hood, literally. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's all. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.
All right.